Still no sign of Alice. You want to keep waiting, see if she shows up?
Could take hours.
I'm game.
No. We should go. She has nosy neighbors. If someone calls the police.
You're right. Bad idea.
Well, at least we don't leave empty-handed. We did learn something interesting today.
Yeah, we did.
Businesses compete. That is how they survive. I'm not going to stand by and watch Brash and Sassy bury us.
Doesn't answer my question.
It's the only way I know to answer your question.
Years ago, Newman and Chabot went head-to-head. Do you remember that? Who could forget? Victor went too far, ended up being convicted of commercial bribery, and it destroyed our family, left us in chaos. And I see that that is happening again, and I hope nothing is about to go down that will make it worse.
You have nothing to worry about.
Well, I'm happy to hear that, because if I ever learn that you are taking steps to undermine my daughter's livelihood, our friendship would be over. Instantly.
I'm sorry to cut things short, but I have a meeting with the accountants. Even with the bridge loan, we have to minimize expenditures.
Okay, I'll stick around here and figure out ways to boost our sales.
Billy, listen, I'm sorry if I was abrupt. It's really not about you at all.
It's okay. I know it's your frustration talking.
Thank you for understanding.
Listen, I got your back, okay? I'm gonna handle this. And when you walk back through that door later on, you know what you're gonna hear from me? Problem solved. Mona, hey, it's Billy Abbott from Brash and Sassy. How are you? I'm great, thank you. Listen, yeah, you're a step ahead of me. Except this time I don't need one temp. I need a whole army of them across the country. No, I want you to bill me personally, not the business, okay? That's simple. Everybody gets a $100 gift card to Fenmore's. Buying Brash and Sassy product only.
What do you think you're doing? I'm on to you, bitch.
Next on The Young and the Restless.
My instincts were right in the first place. Alice is part of a sex ring.
Who's Rainbow Girl?
One of our most requested, but she's been trouble.
You and I are both people who are willing to take risks. I think you can help me with a little plan of mine.
Open the door, Josh.
Josh! Hey, bro.
I saw you go in there with a girl.
Don't forget about her needs. I hear you might be getting lucky.
It's rude not to introduce your mother.
A woman likes it if you say thank you.
9JKL. New comedy, CBS this fall.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Ron Trevino. We want to start with some breaking news out of Lake Jackson. An immediate and mandatory evacuation has been issued by the city of Lake Jackson for all residents in the Jackson Oaks and Harvard Oaks subdivision in northwest Lake Jackson. All residents should leave the area. River floodwaters are pushing into Lake Jackson from the west, which can inundate this area. High-profile rescue equipment is available to assist in this evacuation. Residents affected need to take action now. Again, this is for the Jackson Oaks and Harvard Oaks subdivisions. Elsewhere, this noon hour, the Brazos River is expected to crest soon. This could cause more flooding to neighborhoods like Pecan Grove, Sienna Plantation, and other subdivisions near the river. We're closely monitoring these areas. A water restriction notice has been enforced for residents living in sections of West Harris County and Katy. A sewer pipeline has been compromised. This impacts the Cimarron subdivision, Memorial Parkway sections 1 through 9, 11 and 13, Cimarron sections 1 through 6, and Silverstone section 1. Officials say they can only use water for restroom purposes. You can drink it, you can cook with it, just conserve it. And President Donald Trump and the First Lady will visit Houston tomorrow. The White House says the president's trip is meant to reinforce the administration's commitment to helping the state recover from the storm. Let's take a look at the latest map of the county disaster declarations. It kind of gives you a better scope of the devastation. Everything you can see from Corpus Christi to the Louisiana border. We have an army of journalists out there covering Harvey's impact, and we start with Janelle Bluda in Crosby, where a federal investigation is looking into what happened at the Arkema chemical plant. Janelle.
Ron, plant officials just addressed the pops that people were hearing last night at the plant. They say they're not exactly sure what those noises came from, but they do know right now that it is still just the one trailer that caught fire, and there is no active fire there right now. They say those pops could have been from pressure valves. Now, we're at the Crosby Fire Station. This is where media has been getting their updates. This morning, the company defended its decision to not release all of the information it keeps on Arkema's Crosby plant, specifically the quantity and locations of specific chemicals stored on site. Today, the company's CEO says Arkema is withholding that information. His reason, twofold. First, Arkema said it doesn't want to alarm the public. Some of those chemicals are not stored near where these explosions are expected to take place. The second reason, security. Arkema worries releasing all of those details could compromise security at the plant. The company says it did share those specifics with emergency responders and state and federal regulators. Also today, the company released a list of chemicals stored at Crosby. You can find that online at Arkema's website. As for the plant having a neutralizing agent on site to basically eliminate these chemicals, the company states that that wouldn't be a feasible option. They have 500,000 pounds of liquid organic peroxides in separate containers, about 10 to 15,000 containers, and to neutralize each of them during the hurricane would not have been practical. It says it could have caused more harm. Now, we spoke to some evacuees earlier. Their primary concern are the animals and the pets left behind when residents were told to evacuate. Some were told they couldn't bring their pets with them. They say their pets are without food and water and are dying. That issue was brought up to the company, but all they could respond was their first priority was the safety of the public and keeping everyone out of the evacuation radius. They also addressed the smoke and whether or not it's harmful. They say it is an irritant similar to breathing in any smoke. They say it may contain hydrocarbons and certain alcohols that can lead to nausea or drowsiness. Plant officials say it's impossible to predict a timeline. They expected a fire last night, but that didn't happen. So now they're on high alert that a fire will happen in the next day or two. They're urging people to respect the boundary out here. That is a 1.5 mile radius around the plant, guys, and that is the latest that we have for you from Crosby. We will continue to bring you updates on this developing situation. Ron?
All right, thank you so much, Janelle. Still a lot of uncertainty there in Crosby. We have several other problem spots working this noon hour. Our team coverage continues in Richmond.
Good morning from Richwood, Texas. Population of about 4,000 people, about 60 miles south of Houston, where they're kind of split between mandatory and voluntary evacuations. You're looking here at what is a mandatory evacuation zone. They're bringing people into there, everything closed. Now, where it's headed now, this is into the voluntary evacuation zone, and this is why it's voluntary. You take a look over here at someone's yard, and the water level has been rising as the Brazos River pushes down. Water level been coming up all night as we've been here watching it all morning long. They want people to take very close attention to that level and let them know if there's any problems that come out. That's what's happening down here in Richwood, Texas. I'm Will Ewick for KHOU 11 News.
Here in Grand Lakes, there's still a lot of standing water here. As a result, a lot of the streets like this one remain closed right now. But folks here feel pretty fortunate because, for the most part, the water did not get into their homes. That is not the case, though, just a little ways south of here in phase 3 of this subdivision. Their mandatory evacuations remain in effect right now. People are not able to come and go to their homes. They say that it's just dangerous at this point. And in this particular neighborhood, people feel kind of trapped right now because they can't travel on these roads unless you have a boat or a really high-profile truck. So they're walking to the store, getting the essentials, but they're hoping all of this water is going to recede sometime pretty soon. In Fort Bend County, Michael Wooten, KHOU 11 News.
All right, thank you so much, Michael. And just a few minutes ago, we got new information about evacuations in Fort Bend County. Some mandatory evacuations have been lifted. We have detailed maps on our website. Now, let's break down Harvey by the numbers. The Harris County Flood Control District says as many as 1 in 10 structures in Harris County has flooded. 30,000 people or more have been forced from their homes. The Flood Control District says an area 6 times the area of Washington, D.C. was inundated with floodwaters. Now, Mayor Turner sat down this morning with our colleagues over at CBS, who asked him, should anything have been done differently? FEMA has 10 days to respond. If eligible, you receive assistance in 2 to 3 days. You have to make a claim within 60 days. All right, do we have that sound from the mayor?
Mayor Turner.
Do we have that sound from the Mayor Turner?
Every one of these disasters is a learning experience.
True.
And it reminded me that, Mike Tyson said, everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the mouth. The city got punched hard.
We've been punched before.
Anything you wish you'd done differently?
No. Well, let me put it this way. You can always improve, and we'll sit down and we'll assess what we could have done better. City certainly does need more assets, high water vehicles, high water trucks, high water boats. First responders need more equipment. And in a storm like this, when some of your roads are cut off and your airports may not be functioning at that point in time, it makes it much difficult to get to people as soon as you would like to.
You must be so tired.
Yes, ma'am.
We've got roughly 12,000 folks in shelters. Some of those folks are going to need help indefinitely.
Absolutely. Many of those people, and we're working on a plan for them to transition them out.
What's the plan?
The plan is to work with FEMA. In the city of Houston, you've got thousands of people that are impacted. We need a lot of FEMA workers on the ground, registering and processing those applications. We need to be able to give them the assurance that there is some sort of temporary housing or permanent housing for them. People are appreciative of being in the shelter. But after about 5 to 7, 8 days,
it gets old.
It gets old, and they want to go home, which means they expect us to operate with the greatest degree of urgency.
And none of this is going to be cheap.
What we are needing from FEMA is an advance payment on debris removal. I will tell you, my request has been $75 million as an advance payment just on debris removal. Just for the city of Houston alone, could be anywhere between $250 to $300 million.
What's going to be the total price tag for
It's going to be huge.
I have the opportunity to do an aerial view of the city of Houston.
Any question in your mind that you'll be dealing with something Harvey related to the last day you're in office?
Absolutely not. You come back and visit the city of Houston a year from now, and this city of Houston will be a shining star of how a city recovers when it has been hit with this degree of enormity. There is no doubt in my mind
that the city that I know, which I was born and reared, the city that I know, this city will bounce back like never before.
The mayor being very optimistic with CBS News and also saying we're going to need a lot of money from FEMA. Okay, it's now 12:09 on your Friday afternoon. Gorgeous weather out there, which is nice,
Yes.
but we still have some roads that are flooded. Let's check in with Brooks.
All right, Ron, here's the latest right now from the WeatherBug Cam Network. We're viewing Memorial Drive as it goes under Shepherd from the St. Thomas High School, and this section's still closed due to high water, so it's going to take a few more days for these waters to recede. People are getting off of the exit there to hop onto Shepherd back and forth. Right now, it's 87 degrees in Tomball, 87 in Bush, 89 degrees at Hobby. I want to mention, too, while we're on this map, the Brazos River crested this morning. It's now on the slow fall at Richmond. Richmond right here. However, as this water goes downstream, it's still cresting throughout the afternoon once you get down toward Lake Jackson area in Brazoria County. Future track temperatures, we're going to see highs today up around 90 in Houston, 91 in the Woodlands. Still not as bad as it was before this hurricane moved through the region when we had those triple-digit temperatures. So we've got a cooler weather pattern ahead, although it's obviously still a warm afternoon. Ron, coming up, we'll take a look at the 7-day forecast and the latest on Hurricane Irma way out in the Atlantic. No threat to us, though.
All right, thank you so much, Brooks. We'll be right back.
We now face another one of our challenges. But the thing that I know about this city is that we will always rise to the occasion. This is one of those times when Houston comes together, bands together, supportive of one another. This is Houston. This is who we are. This storm has not redefined who we are. If anything, the storm has made us even stronger and prouder to be Houstonian.
Texas, our Texas, all hail the mighty state. Texas, our Texas, so wonderful, so great. God bless you, Texas, and keep you brave and strong, that you may grow in power and worth throughout the ages long.
Welcome back, everyone. Cruise ships that left Galveston before the storm are pulling back into the port of Galveston. They were delayed several times and rerouted to the port of New Orleans before finally coming back home. This is the Carnival Freedom, and 2 others are scheduled to come in later today. Carnival says cruises planned to depart today are on schedule. Moments ago, we got an update from city leaders at the Houston Emergency Center on Shepherd. Ilana Nearing is there. Okay, we'll get to Ilana later, but we also did sit down with former Houston Mayor Bill White, who was also a victim of the storm. Here's that interview.
When you watched it play out, were you like, oh my gosh, I thought this would always be a worst case scenario?
Well, this was a little worse than the worst case.
Former Houston Mayor Bill White battled several hurricanes during his tenure. He built his house 18 years ago along the Buffalo Bayou and took extra precautions knowing a major hurricane could flood his backyard. But he never imagined it would flood his home.
We put it on stilts, so if we had a 1 in 500-year flood, it would go underneath and not into the house.
It not only came up to the deck, but inside the first floor of his home.
You heard gurgling noises and rumbling noises underneath the floorboard. And then I looked down and saw spouts of water coming up from every electrical circuit, every small crack.
Neighbors snapped this photo when he finally decided to leave his house by wading through waist-deep water. Now he has contractors ripping up walls and trying to remove insulation before mold sets in. 12 years ago, it was White helping others rebuild their lives. He invited Katrina victims to relocate from New Orleans to Houston.
And he said, come on into the city.
You know, the policy of the city, which I announced on the first day, was pretty simple. First, do unto others as you'd have them do unto us. We're best when we help each other out as members of the same team.
When Hurricane Rita headed for Texas just weeks after Katrina hit, Mayor White set an evacuation plan in motion. But people panicked and fled en masse, causing gridlock. More than 100 people died on the road from accidents and heat stroke. The current Houston mayor has pointed to that incident as one of the reasons he did not evacuate for Harvey.
Is there times that the city may just be too big for this type of natural disaster?
It is so big that it makes evacuations decisions difficult.
Do you think we learn from each natural disaster, or are they all still kind of the same?
I hope we learn. I mean, the fact of the matter is we tend to learn and then we tend to forget. We do know this, that each of us isn't in control. And then we are in control of is how we respond to adversity, is our resilience, our attitude, the example we set for others.
White says once all this water recedes, he expects much of Houston to be able to be rebuilt. He invited us back a year from now and says at that point he hopes we see a strong and resilient community. Jamie Yukas, CBS News, Houston, Texas.
That, of course, is what we're all hoping for. Let's talk about school closures now. HISD and Texas City, Fort Bend ISD, Katy ISD, and Alief ISD, they're all opening on September 11th. HISD may also ask the state for a waiver to reduce the number of required school days. Now, opening on Tuesday, September 5th, we've got Galveston ISD, Spring ISD, Conroe ISD, and Deer Park ISD. Opening Wednesday, September 6th, Spring Branch ISD. For a complete list, go to khou.com/closings. Go to our website for so much information. We've also got some video of people lining up for gas, and a lot of people think there's a gas shortage right now, and there really isn't. It's more of a panic about the possibility of a gas shortage, and you might see higher prices. But the fact of the matter is, officials are just saying, everybody be calm. There is gas out there. It's just the whole fear factor that is causing people to overreact as you see those long lines up there in Dallas. All right, we've got a lot of concerns still to this day about what's happening on the roadways. Doug Deloney is here to tell us what we can expect out there. Hey, Doug.
That's right. And we're also seeing a lot more cars on the roadway now that a little more sun shines out. Even it's a little bit cloudy, but you can see Houston TransStar showing us there are still some roads completely shut down. This is West Sam Houston Tollway near I-10. You can see no cars in the main lanes. That's because we still have high water on the west side. We were just talking about some of those newer evacuations. Now, this is I-10 Beltway 8. So Sam Houston Tollway northbound blocked at Westheimer still. West Sam Houston Tollway southbound blocked at Katy Freeway still. And Highway 6 is impassable due to high water at Eldridge and Clay Road. So watch out for those. Looking elsewhere, I-69 northbound at the Brazos River. This is out in Fort Bend County. Those northbound lanes, 2 of them are still blocked. So one you can actually get by. The U-turns, though, those lower U-turns down that are level with the river, they are fully blocked in both directions, of course. Highway 90 blocked at San Jacinto River, so watch out for that. That's up in Crosby as you head through Sheldon. Those are blocked, and there's all kinds of closures up there in Crosby. You know, they got hit hard by high water, and they had those evacuations. I-10 in San Jacinto, that is still closed, especially eastbound. They are working on cleaning up some debris that's on the road. Now that the water's gone down a little bit, but again, I-10 heading east, you're just not going to be able to do it. If you're trying to go to Beaumont, maybe you have family you're trying to help save. They got hit hard with that water a couple days ago. But just look look at the map here from drivetexas.org, all those blue spots it's water on the roads. So just watch out for those surface roads. You do not want to go there if you do not have to, because there are so many roads impassable in Beaumont. Even if you get past a certain section, another section will likely be blocked. There are several sections of I-10 that are actually blocked east of Houston. Okay, Brazoria County, we have not forgotten about you. We've had the reporter down there talking about how the river hasn't even crested down there. And looking at the map, you can see over here in West Columbia, Wild Peach Village, there are several roads still impassable. And yeah, you can get down 288. You can get down 288 to Angleton and Lake Jackson. But the problem is if you get off of that road and you try and head into West Columbia and some of these areas that are hit, Sweeney and these other towns, there are roads that are still flooded. Ron?
All right. Thank you so much, Doug. All right, let's get more information on what's going on our weather this weekend. The weekend is upon us. Yes, maybe life is getting back to normal for a lot of people out there. Let's hope for some good weather this weekend, at least, Brooks.
Ron, at least we can bank on that. It looks like we'll see a lot of sunshine mixed with clouds at time. Chance for some showers early next week, but as for any major inclement weather, I don't see it in our immediate forecast or even our medium range forecast. Here's a live view from the Hotel Galvez in Galveston using our WeatherBug network. You can see the seas have become calm, life normal on the island for the most part from this view, although we did have some high water spots on Galveston as well. Otherwise, we're looking at temperatures around the region on the pleasant side, considering the time of year and considering how hot it was before Harvey hit earlier this week. 87 right now at Bush, 89 at Hobby, a far cry from the mid-90s we were seeing at this time of the day before the storm came in. And what this has also done is reduced our sea surface temperatures, so we're going to see overall cooler temperatures for the next couple of weeks as opposed to the really warm stuff. Tomorrow morning, waking up to lows around 69 Liberty, 71 in Houston. And tomorrow, like today, we'll see highs in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees in Houston, about 91 tomorrow in Katy. So for our Saturday and all the cleanup involved, at least the weather will cooperate for us. Okay, let's talk about what's going on in the satellite view. This is GOES 16. We've got partly cloudy skies, a little frontal boundary to our south, a little bit of a reinforcing shot of some cooler, drier air. And cooler, of course, a relative term, but considering it is the first day of September, it can be very hot this time of year. Okay, let's talk about the big picture. We've got a frontal boundary also stalled in the Gulf. One of the models forecasting this developing into a tropical system. But fortunately, based on the weather pattern, we're going to have a cold front coming down from the north. Again, another reinforcing shot. So in our forecast, while all this rain will sit down here in the southwest Gulf and fester, through tomorrow will remain sunny, and then we may see some of these showers trying to work into the region. Here's early Tuesday into the day on Wednesday next week when we have about a 40% chance for some rain. Then this front zips down on Wednesday, cruises through the area, pushes it all back out to sea. So just some light showers, maybe a stray thunderstorm Wednesday, and then it's history. And then we're looking at another beautiful into next week. Now, out in the middle of the Atlantic, we've got Irma. Here's Texas. Irma is located way out. And Irma, as we zoom in, is becoming a pretty strong hurricane right now. Officially Category 2 on visible satellite. You can clearly see that eye developing. Irma raising a lot of red flags. Of course, we've just gone through a really bad storm. It does look like with Irma in our forecast track that the system will peel out to sea and essentially miss us as it moves west. And we're hoping this, of course, happens considering everything. But before it reaches the islands, maybe it'll curve north and curve out to sea as a major hurricane by early Wednesday. But if you have vacation plans in the islands, heads up, British Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Okay, let's talk about our forecast as we push through time as Irma hopefully stays away. We are looking at highs in the low 90s for the next couple of days. Then upper 80s with a chance for a few showers or thunder showers Monday and Tuesday, maybe lingering into Wednesday. But look what happens to our temperatures. A noticeable change with mostly cloudy skies. We'll see highs in the low 80s with low temperatures in the 60s to around 70s. So a pleasant forecast, and conditions could not be better, all things considered, for cleanup efforts and for trying to piece our lives back together in those flood-affected zones.
Exactly. I like all the sunshine in your forecast and temperatures in the 60s. I like that part, too. As you said, cleanup is going to take quite some time. Boyd Hoopert is in southeast Houston to see how people there are coming together.
On Telephone Road, the Great Divide is ground clearance.
Big trucks, big SUVs.
The people getting off this neighborhood turned island have it.
My Lincoln sits low to the ground, yes.
James Brown and Adrian Carter do not.
Stay in the middle, homegirl.
As the water recedes, both are anxious to get back to their jobs.
People driving through, though.
But ground clearance and those who pushed its limitations.
I think it got water in there. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
That's what's holding them back. Until ground clearance came to them.
Want some chicken, man?
Refinery worker
That's right.
Stephen Clark drove in his truck to feed Telephone Road's island people.
Need some bread or water, anything? Give me some other.
I don't even know this man. This is my first time ever seeing him.
Y'all want some chicken?
You want a biscuit, baby?
Chantel Rayford rode along to help.
Here you go. Thank you.
It's bad. Thank God there's some angels around. Thank God for that.
Food for the hungry.
Thank you, ma'am, and God bless.
Bones for the lost.
All God's creatures need to eat.
A little goes a long way at a time like this.
About helping each other get back so we can get back on the right spot. Bless you, man. Bless
Stephen had both the heart
God gonna bless you, baby, for that, for real.
and the ground clearance as Hope answered the call.
We lift these people up, Lord. We lift Houston up.
On Telephone Road.
Lord, we looking at love.
Boyd Hoopert, KHOU 11 News.
Amen.
Houston.
We're going to be over here tomorrow, too, so don't worry.
Amen to that. We'll be right back after this.
Texas, our Texas, all hail the mighty state. Texas, our Texas, so wonderful, so great. God bless you, Texas, and keep you brave and strong, that you may grow in power and worth throughout the ages long.
We now face another one of our challenges. It's not the first, and it will not be the last. But the thing that I know about this city is that we will always rise to the occasion. I have no doubt about any of that.
As you can see, the need is tremendous. But this is one of those times when Houston comes together, bands together, supportive of one another. I cannot say enough for the volunteers and all of the people who are here. This is a total team effort.
This is Houston. This is who we are. This storm has not redefined who we are. If anything, the storm has made us even stronger and prouder to be Houstonian. And if there's any silver lining, I'm very proud of that.
High school football, we all love that, and unfortunately, it's not starting this week as planned. We all know why. But Matt Musil shows us some athletes down in Dickinson who are showing a lot of great teamwork.
It's a scene that's playing out in thousands of homes around the greater Houston area. But this is the home of Dickinson High School head football coach John Snelson.
We want to make definitely sure that we get Coach Nelson taken care of. Man, he's the heartbeat for this football team, and he's also the athletic director for Dickinson.
It's overwhelming, the devastation, but even more overwhelming is the outpouring of support from rival teams, people in the community.
Once the floodwaters receded, Coach Nelson's players and assistant coaches converged on his house, even though many of them had water in their own homes.
I feel like if my house is flooded, I want the most help I can get. So we all want to come here and show Coach Nelson that we care about him, do a lot for us, and do a lot for him.
The Gators were supposed to kick off the 2017 season Thursday night, but instead, they're tackling this cleanup duty.
A lot of our teammates, they're struggling, and people are actually leaving here to go help other coaches and help other players after we get done here. And it's just everybody working together, and that's how we'll make it through, and we'll be good.
Coach Snelson knows all about dealing with adversity. He beat cancer 2 years ago. His players and assistants supported him then, and they're doing it again now.
It's you know, the devastation is really hard, you know, and just looking at all this stuff.
Snelson says the Gators are receiving support from football teams all around the country. And Texans owner Bob McNair's high school alma mater in North Carolina will even wear a Dickinson decal on its football helmets all season long.
You know, whenever you truly feel the love, not the emotion of love, but the true feeling of love that you're just surrounded by, just pretty overwhelming.
In Dickinson, Matt Musil, KHOU 11 Sports.
Great stuff from the people there in the great city of Dickinson. All right, one more look at the weather.
Sure. Well, what we're looking at for the next couple of days is going to be overall a fairly nice weekend for cleanup. Pleasant weather, a few showers early next week, and then tracking Hurricane Irma next week. It looks like we will be safe from that. It looks like it will peel away, curving into the open Atlantic, but we'll watch it anyway, of course, as we do every storm. The early showers next week, Ron, look to have no effect on making any kind of flooding worse.
We're out of time for now, but we'll be back with more news at 3 o'clock.